Are you aware that there are people willing to pay real money for virtual goods? Most people aren't even aware that virtual goods exist. Virtual goods are items or currency that exists in massively online role-playing games, or MMORPGs for short, that have no physical or real presence of any kind. There are a lot of retailers that sell these goods who are not associated with the game developers that have a large market due to the wide and increasing popularity of MMORPGs. There is, however, some controversy over whether this should be illegal, since it is against the rules set forth by the game developers. With this being a new market, there were initially no statutes or laws pertaining to the criminality of selling virtual goods for real money. But recently, some countries have taken a stance on it. First, I'm going to explain more what virtual goods are. Virtual goods that are mainly sold are the currency in games or in MMORPGs, such as the extremely popular World of Warcraft. This money is the basis for an online economy that exists solely in the game and has no real or physical manifestation of any kind. The reason why people generally buy virtual goods is to get ahead of other players or to bypass the actions required to make money so they can play other aspects of the game. While most people are unaware that virtual goods even exist, it has a surprisingly large market. According to BBC News, Americans spent around $1 billion on virtual goods in recent years. The owners of the company I work for, while only servicing a small MMORPG that is 13 years old, started making more than most doctors and lawyers straight out of high school from selling virtual goods. China has become so huge that for a while people were using virtual currency to purchase real-life items. It is also considered by some to be a source of economic stimulus for China, with 80% of gold farmers being based out of China. According to economist Dave Rosenberg, gold farming is a possible driving economic development in China, where any economic stimulus is a good thing. While there are many players that consider being allowed to purchase virtual goods to make the game more enjoyable, and the fact that the market contributes to the global economy, it has led to some controversy. Whether or not the sale of virtual goods for real money should be legal has been subject to controversy for several years. In most MMORPGs, the buying and selling of virtual goods for real money is against the rules and grounds for termination of your account in that game. There are a lot of game developers that want it to become illegal because they see it as someone else profiting off of their products. They also argue that the sale of virtual goods for real money causes inflation in the virtual economy, negatively affecting the gameplay and therefore the number of subscribers they have. While developers put a lot of effort towards stopping the sale of virtual goods for real money, in some cases even having whole teams of people devoted to stopping it, gold farmers still have managed to find a way around these efforts. Not only do developers protest it, but there are players who go to the trouble of acquiring the goods and money themselves that think people being able to purchase virtual goods and not having to do this work ruins the game for them and other players who do not purchase virtual goods. Purchasing virtual goods is considered by a lot of players to be cheating, and they think that the people that do that should not be allowed to play the game and that the retailers of it should be prosecuted by law. While a lot of developers and players are pushing for countries to make the sale of virtual goods for real money illegal, most countries seem only concerned with the taxation of the income from these sales. According to the Korean Times, in a 2009 court ruling, it was decided that the sale of virtual goods for real money was legal as long as the income was subject to taxation. Australia also considers the sale of virtual goods for real money to be legal, but normal income rules still apply. China recently passed laws inhibiting the use of virtual currency to buy real-life items, but they still allow the sale of virtual goods for real money. The U.S., however, has not passed any laws or statutes that pertain to the criminality of selling virtual goods for real money, but there have been some American game developers that have successfully been able to sue American retailers of virtual goods. Whether it's illegal or illegal, as long as there are people playing MMORPGs, there will always be people willing to pay for a shortcut or easy way to play the game. And there will always be people willing to capitalize on it. This is something that'll probably be around for a very long time, and have an ever increasing market with the growing popularity of MMORPGs.